What's going on YouTube? It's Necrostevo and it's time for a narrated Wi-Fi battle video. I hope you all are having a good day. Sometimes you guys, stuff just gets in the way of what you have planned. I ended up working a very long shift the other day and I did not get back in time to put up a battle video. But I also had to work this morning, so that's why I'm only just not getting this battle video up. Anyways, though, today's match is a match I had against Jolty1. Be sure to go check him out there. I'll leave I believe he has a Twitter that I can leave in the description. Running some interesting things on both sides of the field this battle. He has a lead ambi-bomb here, which is Fake Out and Last Resort. And after seeing that how hard that Last Resort hit my max HP, max defense Gudra, I definitely had to go breed one of those. So thank you, Jolty1, for trading me an A-Palm there for me to get my own ambi-bomb going. Now that I know that the only two moves he has most likely are Fake Out and Last Resort, actually that's all he can have because he used Last Resort. I know that Aegis Slash is a safe switch into it. Now from Team Preview, I also knew that he had Arcanine. I didn't know if his Arcanine had Intimidate or Flash Fire, but because I expected Arcanine to come in to take the possible Iron Head, I just went for Shadow Ball in case he did have Intimidate, and it turns out that he does have it. And so I'm able to get a really good hit off, but it's basically nullified between Citrus Berry, and we find out that he's running Morning Sun. So I actually end up losing a little bit of HP from my Life Orb for no real reason there. Now Arcanine is also carrying Will-O-Wisp, which explains probably why he took that hit very well. He's probably running a little bit more HP on Arcanine than you typically see. And I went back out into Gudra as Death Fodder and just to see if I could get him to reveal any of his attacks. So I get to see Will-O-Wisp and Morning Sun. I'm assuming he has Flare Blitz, and Extreme Speed or Wild Charge is pretty good filler. So I have a good idea of the type of Arcanine he has here, unless he has some surprises for me. And I'm at least able to put him back down to the range that he was at before he used Morning Sun, roughly there. So Gudra did a good job there helping me scout the Ambipom set, and also helping me figure out what the Arcanine was running. Now I'm able to go on into Harbinger here. He knows the possible T-Wave is coming, and I know that he knows that, and he has an Emolga, which of course I cannot paralyze, so I just went for Reflect, just to see what he would do. If he wanted to go on to Emolga, I could just set up the light screen, of course, and if he switched out, then I could also see what he wanted to do. Now, not wanting to have his Ambipom be paralyzed there, he probably switched out into Emolga, expecting a Thunder Wave, and so I switched back onto my Aegis Slash, and as I think that's a double switch on just his side of double switch or a triple switch there, as he goes back out into Arcanine just to intimidate my Aegis Slash. I did see that coming, so I end up switching myself back out into my own Diggersby, just because I know a Reflect Up, he's not going to be able to do much, and since he's a defensive set, I didn't see him outspeeding me because I have some speed on my Diggersby. Expecting Emolga to come out to avoid the Earthquake, I went for Stone Edge because I knew it would hit either Emolga or Arcanine for super effective, and it had good neutral coverage on the rest of his Pokemon. And it really didn't make sense to go for Earthquake because he had Emolga and a Levitating Gengar. And now, here is where we see the type changing for Togekiss come into effect here. Before, Gengar basically had to run HP Ice or Thunderbolt to hit Togekiss. Now I can hit it with a Stab Sludge Bomb, and although I'm max HP, max special defense, that does a little over half, and the poison stops me from recovering enough HP to live another one. Which actually turns out to work out right here, although the Hax is going to cause me to die. It also stops him from setting up, because I know he's just going to want to KO me instead of trying to set up another substitute, and he doesn't appear to be the sub-disable set either. Or if he is, then he just didn't use it there. But that's okay, because now he's out here without a substitute, so that means I can go back out into Harbinger and paralyze him, which is fantastic, because things like my Aegis Slash really need paralysis support, because my favorite Aegis Slash set, of course, is the Autonomy set, which doubles your speed and cuts your weight in half. So running that with a Life Orb instead of running the Shadow Sneak King Shield set is really fun because most people do in fact expect King Shield and Sword Stance, so they'll switch out, giving me a chance to autotomize. That does require me to scout the team a good bit to figure out who the Scarfers are or figure out who I need to paralyze, but it works really well with Pokemon that can put some paralysis on the opposing team. Now with Ambipom back out, again, Aegislash is an easy switch into Ambipom. I see Arcanine coming and I could switch back out into Diggersby, but I really just want to hit Arcanine as hard as I can here, and so I'm just going to go straight for Shadow Ball. I really am not a proponent of using the same move over and over again, so you do want to switch it up. Since last time I went into Diggersby, this time we're just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. And that almost knocks him out. That HP investment definitely saved him. I figured here he was just going to go for Flare Blitz, because he probably just wanted to take out my Aegislash, not bother burning it, because I haven't even used any physical moves throughout the whole battle. And so expecting the Flare Blitz, I went out into Diggersby, who I knew could take it, and I expected Diggersby's large HP stat to cause enough recoil to knock him out. I did not see him going for the Morning Sun right there, because there was a chance that I could outspeed him with my weird set. Now, I actually ended up living the Fake Out. I was not expecting to live it. I was just going to Death Flutter Diggersby, because I actually expected him to switch out. Expected me to just go back into Aegislash, but that works out because I end up living the hit, and he goes out into Rhyperior. Of course, I'm locked in on Quick Attack because I have a Choice Band, and I'm just going to go out into Harbinger to see what he's going to do. While my Meowstic is max HP, max special defense, that Rhyperior seems to be a defensive set as well, because that Rock Slide does not do that much damage, and of course he could be running Stone Edge or Rock Blast, which could possibly do a little bit more damage at the expense of missing or not hitting as many times. Now, since I notice he has a lot of physical attackers left, it's going to be prudent to set up a Reflect here. And Smeargle is relatively fast, so I just wanted to paralyze it, so that at the very least Aegislash could outspeed it. After a autonomized Aegislash actually can outspeed a fair number of threats, you just have to be wary of those speed tiers there. He actually ends up getting paralyzed, which I don't know if it mattered or not. If he's the typical Smeargle set, he may have been able to put my Aegislash to sleep right there, which would not have ended up mattering too much because I could have just switched back out into Harbinger and attacked him with Psychic attacks. But since it does end up getting paralyzed right there, I do get off my Autonomize it. Now I'm faster than everything he has left, so I just get to spam attacks until my Aegislash dies, basically. I go for Iron Head. That doesn't even do half, which definitely means that this is probably a max HP, max defensive Rhyperior. Of course, Solid Rock comes into play there, but the Shadow Ball is enough to take him out with a critical hit, which I don't know if the critical hit mattered if he's running defense and not special defense, especially outside of a Sandstorm. Smeargle comes in. I was surprised to see that he does not have a Focus Sash on Smeargle, so Smeargle is actually just going to go down, which is fine by me, because that's going to be the end of this match. But we did get to see some interesting Pokemon on both sides of the field there, and of course I got to use Diggersby. So between Diggersby and Meowstic, that I enjoy using those two Pokemon. They're definitely in my top favorite Pokemon of this generation. So, but anyways though, hope you all enjoyed the match. I'll have a battle up tomorrow as well to make up for the fact that I did not post yesterday when I planned on it. So look forward to that, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye now.